have it.
Okay.
All right. Welcome to tonight's call. We have like a little over a week, um, right, for the end of the month, just barely over a little over a week. So I feel like this has flown by. We have had so much growth this month. There are so many things that, sometimes I feel as though there are so many things happening, yet you can't see them. And I feel like that's what's happening right now with this business and with conversations and with people that are about to join us, and even with you guys and what you're sharing. It's like I think you guys have no idea where you are. And Michelle and I talk about this all the time, but like the brink that you're on of just like that couple more consistency, like, a couple more messages, a couple more follow-ups, a couple more posts, like, and you're so close to hitting that just, oh my gosh, like couple orders and a new affiliate or whatever that looks like for you and whatever it is that you want in your business. But Lindsay Petty had said, and I don't know if I shared this, but I don't know if I've shared this like to the team, but Lindsay, I just want to reiterate this. And something that's important is I think sometimes when we're starting this, or I know I have felt this way since starting this, it's like, how long is it going to take? What's the like what's this going to look like? Like, just all the things that you sort of just don't know. You don't always know. There's no guarantee of like, okay, you show up for this amount of time and this is what's going to happen. That's not how this works. But we know how this works in a way because I've been through it. I've done it. We've done it before. We know what it looks like. I don't know what it looks like to actually get in from the very beginning, which is what we did here, which is so exciting. But I don't even know what I was gonna say. Dang it, I lost my train of thought. Hmm. Yep, that's how that goes.
I think you were going for the like staying on path based on, shoot, I'm losing it too.
I
Kind of like we don't see that, but they are.
Yes. Yes, yes. And I think it's like I don't know what it's like to be in a part of something brand new from the get-go, but I know what other people have had experience with, and I know the leadership behind this, and I know all the things that they had to put in play to make this so awesome and in so many ways. And so I know how this is going to go. And if you can stay the course, and this is what I've been kind of trying to share on my social media, because the best thing that you can do, oh, I know what I was going to say about Lindsay. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to come back to that in a second. But the best thing you can do right now, in my opinion, is take people along this journey with you. Like for me, like the more vulnerable you can be, the more just I don't know, just honest that you can be with people as where you are right now in this season of life. And it doesn't always look pretty and it doesn't always look glamorous and it's not a highlight reel. It's simply just consistency and showing up and what that looks like and taking people along that journey of just vulnerability. And for me right now, I'm in a vulnerable place and I'm just like, hey, guess what? This is what's happened. And I'm here and I'm doing this. And we're all the bottom line and what we shared yesterday on a call is we're all doing this at the very same time. Nobody's got a higher upper hand. We're literally all starting from the very beginning. And to me, that's really inspiring for every single person who would potentially want to take part in this. Because guess what? When you're starting at the bottom, and they're starting at the bottom, nobody feels like, hey, okay, I'm way behind. I'm way behind and I didn't get in at the right time. No, you got in at the right time because the time is now because we're just rolling here and we're getting rolling and you haven't missed a single thing. And this skincare company is going to move mountains and I can't even tell you just how many things we're already doing right because I know this because I checked into another company that's brand new and it wasn't what I thought. And I was like, holy cow, like God was just like, hey, no, this is where you need to be. Atmosphere is where you need to be. But anyway, that's another story. But it's just understanding that we have like the leadership and all the things in play to really make this so solid and sustainable. But what I wanted to say that Lindsay said that I thought was really helpful because if you're somebody who likes data or you like just to know numbers and things, Michelle had asked this. She was like, okay, do we have any insight on like if we compared this to another beauty brand, where are we as far as launch and what that looks like, right? Because I do think that when you pull data, and I don't have numbers specifically, but I do think when you pull that, like in Green Compass, we had just like where, we were in that, what they call it, some kind of growth phase that we were in for a while. And it was just really cool to see and to know, like, oh my gosh, we're okay. So anyway, she said that basically the Steve Rack, who's our comp plan guy, who is like completely just numbers, like he's no fluff, just like he's pulling the data and the numbers. He's like, we are, what did she say, light years ahead of Beauty Counter is the one that they said, okay. Only because they came from there and they knew that path, okay. So I'm not saying this is something I would share. I wouldn't share like we're light years ahead of Beauty Counter and where they were when they launched, but I'm just saying that to hear that and to know that when you look at numbers and you look at, and we don't want to just like be like, we don't want to come from zero and then just go completely to the top in a very short amount of time, because growth like that, when companies have had that, is not sustainable. So anyway, with all of that being said, I love to reiterate and kind of like paint the picture of the things that light me up and the things that like when you have the utmost belief, which is where I'm at right now and what I've been sharing, and Michelle and I have been talking a lot about this, and just like all we can say is unwavering belief. Like unwavering belief with what we're doing here, and not just with me and my business. It's not about that. It's about you guys and your businesses. And I have unwavering belief that you guys and our team and anybody that comes into this can absolutely create the life that they want financially with this if they show up, if they're consistent, if they take this seriously right now, not like in a year. And I'm not saying this won't be here in a year for us to also, we're still going to be recruiting and doing the same things, and it's still going to be a great time for people to come in. But the people that are here now and the people that were like, all right, I see something in this and I want to be a part of it and I want to like be in the community and I want to learn and grow and build and scale this brand, to me, that's just like, really special. And so I say all of that to just, I love to kind of create that and remind each other and all of us, and even myself, as to like what we're doing here. And if we look down, I think it's just so important to see a vision with things, because if we don't know why we're doing something, if we don't really feel something when we're doing it, and we're like, wow, I cannot wait to see this unfold. Because I genuinely cannot wait to see this unfold and to see things come into play and the people that are going to continue to be attracted. And it's going to take time, because guess what? This is brand new, y'all. Like people don't know it. They don't understand climate curated skincare. They aren't expected to. I was even thinking about, I was talking to a girl yesterday and I was just like, she's like, it's going to take time for people to just catch on to this. Like some people just, they just don't know. And they're just like, they're not at their point to take care of their skin. And there's just a million variables, right? But if you're showing up now and you're showing up in 6 months still, guess who they're going to come to when they're like, all right, I'm fed up with my skin and my dry skin and I'm starting to see this, and or whatever. I'm starting to see things that I don't like and I need something good. And if you've been consistent, they're probably coming to you. So with all of that being said, I am just excited for the last week of the month. I will share this again because it just blows my mind. I share this just to be vulnerable with you guys, because I've done a lot of things, but I still get in my head and I've been distracted, and there's been lack of belief, honestly. And a couple months ago, I had just like a lack of belief, like, what am I doing and where am I supposed to go? Whatever. Well, I literally just started focusing hardcore on this and have had this like shift. And that's all it takes, y'all, is just a shift of like, a shift of a switch of like, all right, I'm in, I'm doing this. I'm no more BS, no more excuses. Like these people are gonna come. I just have to show up and trust the process. But anyway, um, I had just doubted myself. And this month, I started showing up every single day for my business. And it's our team effort too. It's not me. But energy creates energy. And guess what? When I'm showing up and y'all feel inspired, that's my goal, is that you guys feel inspired too, that you guys are like, all right, I want to do this too. And I want to be part of this momentum and wave and excitement and community and connection. Um, it's a ripple effect and it's so cool. And to think that we literally have we're almost double what we were. we're almost double where we ended the month last month. And we still have a whole week left. And a lot happens at the end of the month, end of the last week of the month. And so it just goes to show you that when you show up and you're dedicated and you see something and you believe in something bigger, and I said this yesterday, I think in a post or a couple days ago, it's like I don't even think I can fathom what's possible here. And so anyway, I hope you guys feel that and I hope you're excited and I hope that you're just feel like for me right now and I'll let Michelle chime in and I feel like right now we're just kind of in this creative like I love to just be creative with this. Like I don't have all the answers. Sometimes I do things, oftentimes I do things and I'm like, well, that's not really working and that's not working the way that I thought it would and I kind of need to switch this up. But it's almost just that creative space of like, all right, it's a challenge and how can I get people to like what can I do? Like what can I say? What can I post today? What is on my heart that I can put out there that will allow someone just to be like, "Huh, I wonder if I could do that." Or I wonder if that might be for me. And I might not know for 6 months that that person is wondering unless I get lucky and I just reach out to them by chance if they don't come to me, I might not know. But if I keep showing up, then there's a really good chance that they will finally be like, all right, I'm ready to do this, right? And so it's just that creative space of like, I think it's fun to challenge ourselves and be like, all right, what event? Where can I show up? Where can I show up in a space where people are going to be eager to learn and eager to listen, right? And who can I listen to that has these concerns of their skin or they have these concerns of business objections, which I love. So anyway, with that being said, I think it's a good space, and this is where I want to go with the rest of this call, is to think about what we can do last week of the month because whatever we do and however we show up in this last week will absolutely determine what our August looks like and how our August starts off. And so, because we know that the seeds that we plant and the things that we do right this minute are not going to necessarily show up, right? But it's just like this. And then all of a sudden, if you've been showing up, what I see that's going to happen with our team and with your action, with when you put in the action is and this is when it gets really fun, is when you put in the action day in and day out. And I'm not saying like I'm telling you to like clear your whole schedule and you should be working your business every single second of every day that you can. I'm not saying that. That's kind of what I'm doing right now, but I'm also have massive goals and I want to really bring people in and again now's the time. But what I'm saying is that just that consistency, whether it's a post a day, a story a day, a conversation or two a day, an event per month, like those are the consistent actions. But the fun thing about this is when those actions start to compound and you end up like, oh my gosh, I got like 3 orders today and I signed someone and I got somebody that's interested in doing this event with me to collaborate with me. And so that's the kind of stuff where you're like, you're going to start seeing that. And I always say this, but you want to think about how much ground you can cover. Like, with conversations, with events, with maybe a sample or two, with getting like a one-person coffee meetup, all of those things. And Lindsay had some really good ideas. And if you guys need support on events, who was I talking about? Oh, Angelique yesterday. I was talking to her and I was like, if you need help with events, like I'm happy to help and give guidance and do whatever I can do to help you guys. But Lindsay, I feel like is really good with events and kind of ideas on like and I know Arpy's done some too and she's crushing it with those and there's just a lot of insight on those but I haven't like I'm not the guru with that as far as like the QR codes and the like all of this and the collaborations with these yoga studios because I'm in an area where that's not I don't have like great opportunities with collaborations in that way so I got to get creative. I'm not just going to be like, well, I'm not going to be doing that because I don't have like these bougie, pure bar, whatever. I've got to get a little bit more creative. And that's a little out of my comfort zone, but I want to work to do that. And so I think it's just thinking outside the box too of like, okay, what can I do with someone and collaborate with them and then just get my products out there and just having fun with it, you guys. It's just, it can be so fun. It's not daunting. It's just like, all right, how many people can I get in front of? What can I do to get these products in someone's hands or get it on their face so that they can feel it and then watch things escalate. Okay, so Michelle, do you have anything? I'm sorry, I just like rambled and rambled forever there.
Hi, no, you're good. Can you hear me? Like if I'm going in and out, okay. My Wi-Fi is, I just checked it, it's off. So I don't know that this is going to go, but I just kind of wanted to piggyback and just say that it is definitely like an unwavering belief kind of thing. And it's something that like, I feel, if you're somebody that's new to this kind of industry, you've got to understand that people, what they say, what it's an average of like 7 to 11 times it takes people to see something before they'll pull the trigger. So putting out a post a couple times, talking about your stories a couple times is never going to be enough. But also that like you're planting seeds now that like eventually it's gonna seem like you woke up and was like, oh my gosh, where is this all coming from? But also like understanding that depending on what your goals are, if you're not new here and you've done this for a hot minute, like that you've got to get uncomfortable. Like
Mhm.
I've been telling sending throw up messages this week, meaning they make me want to throw up. I'm sending messages to people that like make me nervous. And one of them responded today and was like, what? That I told her, like, I'm nervous about reaching out to you, but like, I want to know, like, are you interested in learning about this? And she was like, nervous? Like, I might be interested, maybe not right now, but like, that's in our head. That's us holding ourselves back. We're deciding that that we are nervous to reach out to people about the business and or the skincare because we are putting that out. We are projecting that.
Yep.
They're not doing anything bad. They're not thinking poorly on us. And also, I'm getting so many people that are saying, "Wait, what are you talking about? I've never heard of that." And that it's so important that we all grasp that like where we are in the stage of building this and launching this, it is such a little baby. Like nobody knows. And we have the ability to make this such a big conversation. There are so many women that need this, that are either tired of building at other companies and they want something, a safe haven of sorts, or people that have always thought about not missing the boat on a launch. Like this is it. This is where they need to be. And if we keep our mouths shut and we don't talk about it, we don't send our throw up messages, we're keeping that in from these people. And I don't really think that I have much to say other than what you said. I'm just kind of piggybacking, but like I think it's just so important, especially with the end of the month coming. Like so much can happen in a week. I mean, I'm still in belief that I'm going to hit partner this month, and I need like 8,000 in volume in a week for that to happen. Can it happen? It can. Is it like it's not likely, but miracles happen, and I have belief that it's happening still. But that's also because I have been planting these seeds since what? I mean, really February,
Mhm.
But it, I think that I'm just saying, like, if you're don't give up. You
Yeah.
just have to you have to keep up. You have go showing up and doing the things and using all the different avenues. Like you said, I mean, parties booked. I just got my little bag to put do my little traveling sisterhood, I had my first event and nobody bought anything as of yet. And that crushed me. But that doesn't mean I'm not doing events anymore or that's going to destroy whether or not I hit partner, that sort of thing. So just a little bit of, I guess, inspiration just to know like what we have here is potentially the biggest thing I don't want to say the biggest thing that's ever going to come into our life, but like this opportunity is for me, this is the most exciting, biggest thing. And once it starts to the next couple of years, we realize just how big it is. It's going to feel really, really awesome to know that we were here in the beginning.
Yeah.
We were the first to the building the blocks, kind of thing.
Yes, and it reminds me of Christy Huck saying that she did several events at the beginning of Beauty Counter, and she's like, I didn't get any orders. And to think of what she did there is like insane of what she did there. I can't even remember her numbers there, but she's an open book, so I could find out. But it's just like, it's so wild to think that, and that's what's sad. That's what breaks my heart sometimes about people who they're like, "Hey, it just isn't for me. I can't do sales. I'm not good at sales, huh?" And I'm like, "Well, you're not good at it if you don't want to be good at it. Like, you're not good at it. Like, selling is serving and serving is selling. And so you can look at it like that. But like, I never thought I would be good at selling. Like, I was like, and like my coworkers, when I still worked at the dentist office, they'd be like, "You could sell a diaper to a toddler." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I could." But like I never thought that. Like that was never my motive. It was just like, okay, I see something bigger here. I want to be a part of this. I want to leave my job. I want to do these things and I can't do it with my job. So I want another avenue and I want to give women this avenue to do that too. And anyway, so I feel like it's just a lot of and it's also a lot of just like one-on-one of us all, not one-on-one, but like all of us who really want to see this through. And that's the other thing I've been saying is like, we're going to see this through and it's going to be so cool to watch this happen and see it through. But like just working together and really just bouncing ideas and like, all right, I did like, and that's why I share like in our thread, like, okay, I did 5 messages or I did 10 messages. It's not to be like, woohoo, I'm amazing. I did this and I did that. It's to be like, okay, I need accountability too. I need like the accountability of like, all right, guy, like I'm showing up. I truly am in the trenches with you. We're doing this together and we're learning together and we're growing together and we're trial and erroring together. And it's just kind of a cool place to be, even though it doesn't always show up like the success doesn't always show up right away. Um, so with that all being said, I think it would be good if we like all just challenge ourselves right now on this call, and we can get off, we don't have to stay on, is to set up the rest of the month, which is how many days? Like, is it eight, nine?
think it's 8 days.
Okay, so 8 days, I think, starting tomorrow. Yeah, 8 days if we don't count tonight. Is setting up what that looks like for the rest of the month for your consistency. So it's like, okay, can I fit an event in? And I'm not putting pressure on anybody, but like, can I squeeze an event in? Whether it's like, okay, I know this, I have a friend and she has a sister, or I have a friend and I have another friend and they live near me. Like, could I just get them to come over, at 6 o'clock on Friday night, whatever, and do a little skincare situation? So that would be one thing where you're like, okay, that would be so awesome for like just to plant a couple seeds. And then it's like, okay, let me kind of just think about what my posts are going to look like. And you don't have to post every single day. Um, but I do think it's important to either do, like, again, it's all on your goals. Like, I need to post every day because of the goals that I want to achieve. But sometimes I don't necessarily post. I might focus on stories that day. And then I might do a business post or I might educate on the skincare. And so it's finding that, like, okay, I'm going to at least do one post on education on the skincare. I'm going to throw up a story or two about whatever. Like, show the products, show how they feel, talk about, describe them. Like you are a walking billboard for yourself, not just Atmosphera, but like you know what you know and transfer that to people. So it's like if you're like for me, the facial oil is like my very favorite product in the whole line. I love it so much. Like it's hard to choose one product, but I love that product so much. So it's like maybe that's the one I want to focus on and describe and share about, right? But maybe for you, it's the vitamin C serum. So sometimes it's like honing in on one product. And then that's what I've been sharing in our chat is like, I want to try to kind of help you guys pick ingredients that we could focus on. You don't have to do this. It's just an idea. Again, these are just things that I'm throwing out there that I think could be helpful for your people because if people know why the vitamin C is so great, they're more likely to buy it, right? Like if I know why it's going to be effective, if I know why people are getting results with it, if I know why it feels the way it feels on my skin, and maybe that's coming from an ingredient, then that's helpful. And when I did crunchy, something that I just found so much success with was just like explaining that to people. Like, okay, this is blah, blah, blah. Like it is going, I've noticed a huge difference with my forehead lines with this product. Like it has softened my skin. It has just made it feel so much more youthful and radiant. And words like that, it's not that you're trying to market them or anything, but you're just trying to really give descriptive words that instead of just like, oh my gosh, the vitamin C is amazing. It's so good. But like people need more than that because there's all the good products out there and they need like, why would I buy this one, right? What's it like? Like I want to describe it like it's on my face right now and I can feel exactly what or I have FOMO about what you're saying and I want my skin to feel that way. So almost like give them FOMO and it's not that we're giving them like false FOMO. We just it's a good way to like describe it. So maybe, you have like I would highlight a couple products before the end of the month. I would be very diligent in reaching out to at least 2 to 3 people a day. And it's not hard. It's like make your list tonight. Like, okay, I have 15 people on this list. I'm going to get through this list by the end of the month. And if you get through the list before the end of the month, then awesome. You are doing amazing and you've planted so many seeds, but stretch yourself and do 5 more. And the reason I say that is because it's a numbers game and a lot of people aren't ready right now. A lot of people maybe don't have the financial means. Their head is not involved in like they just can't even wrap their brain around trying to skincare at this point because they're just more focused on life right now and maybe they're not, they're distracted, they're overwhelmed with life, but it's always something that you can come back to. And they might tell you that right now is not a good time, but that's okay. Hey, no problem. Do you care if I reach out to you in a month? And they're probably going to say, yeah, that's great. That'd be fine. That'd be better. And then you put them down next month on this day, next month. And this is what I used to do all the time. And I would write their name down. And in 1 month, I'm going back, hey, I just wanted to reach out. I don't know if this is a better time, but the products are still just doing so much for my skin. I've noticed X amount improvement. My clients are loving them so much. I'd love to see if, you could even just get started with a couple things that might help you reach your goals and then ask them like what do you notice right now with your skin that you would like to change. And I feel like everybody has something with their skin for the most part that they want to change, right, that they want to improve on. So it's just asking those questions. And then I'm just trying to think of like, and then also just thinking about who could I work with? Who would want to do this with me? Do I know estheticians? And it's not all about estheticians because that's not my network and I don't really have, I do have one esthetician. And she's doing amazing. But it's like thinking about those people and who would, and it's not even about that. It's like business-minded people, people who have been in this before, but they just maybe fizzled out. Maybe they were burned by network marketing. Like I've been burned by network marketing, but here I am because I believe in it and I know the model and I know that if you have the right product at the right time with the right people and all of that, that it's really can be so remarkable. So anyway, just like almost like keeping your wheels turning because if the wheels aren't turning and the creative like juices aren't flowing, I always feel like if I'm hitting a wall, it's because I'm not in a creative place of like, all right, like how can I get some dust? How can I kick up some dust? And it's just by having conversations. It's literally about opening your mouth and sharing it like it's the day that you signed up. And when I would relaunch, like I always used to tell my team and train on this in my last business, but it's like if you relaunch your business every single month, like think about if you relaunched it as if it was brand new. Like when Atmosphere came out and I knew that we were sharing this and I was like, "Oh my gosh, like this is huge and people are going to come to this because people want in." You know how many people bought the $50 link and didn't do anything with it? It's mind-boggling actually. And I'm no judgment or anything, but it's just like people want in. But people don't want to do the work that it takes to get to where it's going to take to the work that it's going to take to get where you want to go. But I'm telling you, if you show up and you share and you do this with unwavering belief and you're like, I'm here for it. And so anyways, but you relaunch your business because when I did that at the beginning, I was loud. I was like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. Like I know skincare and you don't have to know skincare, but like I'm like, I've been a part of this before. Like I love a solid brand and the fact that this is a specific niche is so unique and cool. And people are drawn to it and it works. It's not just like hey, this is a climate curated approach and it's a really great marketing scheme that's just kind of like it's going to sell, but it's no different than any other skincare. Like, no, it really is. And as we evolve, you guys, we're going to be able to pick up more pieces and I think learn more to educate people on the product. So just like hang in there about that because I feel like there's things that I want to be able to educate and share on that I don't quite know right now, but I think that that will evolve with time and with Caitlin sharing and things. Um, but anyway, it's just, it's like, it's that reigniting of excitement. It's like the day that you sign up. Like I'm always like for newbies, I'm like, when you sign up, you're so excited. Don't lose that, right? Like you got to act on it. You can't just sit on your business for a month or two and then expect to be so excited about it. It doesn't work that way. And so anyway, and the excitement just comes from showing up and just like I said, sharing. And when you guys build your teams out, the coolest thing is to bring people in and you're like, okay, I got this girl and she's so excited about the product. She's loving them so much. Okay, perfect. Invite her to the opportunity. She can get a discount and she can build this. And she might just want to sell to her friends and family. She might not want to build a big team, but people need this more than they realize. And when they come into a space like this, they oftentimes realize, wow, this is pretty awesome. And I actually really do want to dig my heels in and be a part of it and grow this thing, right? Especially if they can make like next month, they're doing the $75 again for the you know, $75 by the 15th if you have 750 in sales. They're doing that again. And so it's almost like breaking that down like, okay, if someone buys the 425 kit, and they don't have to buy the 425 kit, but it's the best value. If they buy the 425 kit, how can I explain to them and show them, all right, let's make your investment back? I mean, and we need to do this. And so Lindsay Petty's going to maybe do a graphic about this because I had said, like, can we do a graphic on this? Because this would be good for our newbies that are, and anybody on our team for the month of August. Like, how can we break this down? Because I want everyone to earn an extra $75 on top of their commissions. And so it's just like breaking it down. It's breaking down the goal, but also seeing in bite-sized pieces, but also just seeing the vision of what, you're doing. And then $75 and whatever the commission is turns into, it just duplicates and it's really cool. And then you end up enrolling people that have a fire inside of them. And that's what lights me up is like bringing you guys in and seeing your excitement and your dedication to this brand and like dedication to your business and just seeing that and your wins and it's like like this is it, this is what it's all about, just having those wins together and celebrating them. So um okay, so that's really all I had. Michelle, do you have anything to add?
I don't so.
So I think we should just really like highlight our wins throughout the rest of the month. And please, like, I would love to know if you're like, all right, I got to dig my heels in. Okay, here's what I want to do. Okay, like whatever it is, or here's what I'm doing. Hold me accountable, or I want to just share, my mapped out plan idea for the rest of the month. Like all of that is so good when we just communicate because I'm over here just trying to brainstorm too, and I love just getting ideas from you guys and just working together in that way. You're never going to message me too much because I'm in it to just be here and be supportive and run with you guys. So anyway, thank you so much for getting on tonight. I hope this was helpful and let's finish July strong. All right, good night, you guys. Bye.